The topic is qualitative analysis. Let's do some multiple choice questions based on qualitative analysis. Question number 1. Statement 1 is white precipitate of AgCl is soluble in ammonia solution. Ammonium hydroxide is called ammonia solution. And statement 2 is it is due to formation of soluble complex. Let's look at the equation. AgCl, when it is treated with ammonium hydroxide, the precipitate will dissolve and you get a linear complex of silver this is the soluble complex. So, AgCl is soluble in ammonium hydroxide and the solubility is due to formation of a complex species. So, therefore, the correct answer is option A. Question number 2. Statement 1 is borax bead test is applicable to only to colored salts. Statement 2. In borax bead test, colored salts are decomposed to give metal metaborates which are colored. This is a correct explanation for the statement 1. Borax bead test is not given by alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, even p block metals also do not give borax bead test. It is given by only those transition metals which form colored salts when they have D1 to D9 configuration, that is partially filled desorption. Neither D0 nor D10 configuration will give colored metaborates, only D1 to D9 give colored metaborates. So, the correct answer therefore is option A. Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Question number 3. Acidified dichromate solution is turned green when SO2 is passed through it. Acidified dichromate is turned green when SO2 is passed through it. SO2 acts as an oxidizing agent in this reaction. This is an incorrect statement. SO2 actually acts as reducing agent. Let us look at the equation. Cr2O7 2 minus, this is orange colored substance. When SO2 is passed into this, SO2 will get oxidized to SO4 2 minus and Cr2O7 it gets reduced to Cr3 plus. Of course, you get water. So, in this reaction chromium is getting reduced and SO2 acts as a reducing agent. Its oxidation state has changed from +4, it has changed to +6. It itself got oxidized, so SO2 acts as a reducing agent. So, statement 2 is incorrect. Therefore, answer is C option. C option, that is statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. Question number 4. The group reagent for second group analysis is H2S in presence of dilute HCl. Statement 2. Due to Common effect, degree of ionization of H2S is suppressed, thereby ionic product of sulphide of group 4 is reduced below the solubility product. This is a correct statement and it is a correct explanation for the statement 1. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Let us look at the equations. H2S dissociates, it is a weak electrolyte, it dissociates incompletely into 2H plus and S2 minus. Presence of dilute HCl will cause common ion effect. There is a common ion effect due to the presence of HCl, and due to that the concentration of sulphide is maintained very low. It is so low that group 4 cations are not precipitated as sulphides, only group 2 sulphides whose Ksp values are very low will get precipitated. So, the correct answer is A option. Question number 5. Cadmium sulphide is yellow in color, it is a fact. Cadmium 2 plus salts are yellow in color, this is not a fact, this is not true. Cadmium sulphide is colored because of polarization. Cd2 plus because of pseudo-octet configuration has a very high polarizing power. It causes distortion of sulphide and that makes it colored. That makes cadmium sulphide colored. Other cadmium salts are not colored because cadmium 2 plus is D10, Cd2 plus is 4D10. Therefore, Cd2 plus salts are colorless. Cadmium sulphide is colored because of polarization. So, the correct answer is C, that is statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. Question number 6. When Ki is added to mercury chloride, a scarlet red precipitate appears which dissolves in excess of Ki. Statement 2. Mercury chloride reacts with Ki to form scarlet red colored precipitate of mercuric iodide, which further reacts with excess of Ki to produce K2HgI4, which is a soluble complex. Yes, statement 1 is true and statement 2 is the correct explanation. Therefore, answer is A option. Let us look at the equations. Ki plus HgCl2, this will give HgI2. This is scarlet red. The scarlet red color is due to polarization, distortion of iodide by mercuric. Mercuric has pseudo-octet configuration, its polarizing power is very high. Then HgI2 will react with Ki and you get a soluble complex K2HgI4. This is soluble. And this is called Nessler's reagent. So, the correct answer is A, that is statement 1 is true, statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Question number 7. Pb2 plus is present in both group 1 and group 2. PbCl2 is partially soluble in water, that is statement 2. PbCl2 is partially soluble in water. Yes, this is a fact. So, the correct answer is A option, that is statement 1 is true and statement 2 is also true, and it is a correct explanation for statement 1. I will explain you the reason. Pb2 plus, when you are analyzing group 1, when you add dilute HCl, you get PbCl2. This is partially soluble in water, and when you so this will form precipitate, and part of it will remain soluble in the solution, and when you filter it, some of the PbCl2 will pass into this solution, that is filtrate, and this filtrate you use for testing group 2 and you add H2S. PbS has very low Ksp and it will also get precipitated. So, the correct answer is A option, that is statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Question number 8. A salt gives violet vapors when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. It contains option A Cl minus, option B I minus, option C Br minus, option D is none of this, and the correct answer is I minus. Let us look at the reaction. Sulfuric acid is a reasonably powerful oxidizing agent. Concentrated sulfuric acid is a reasonable powerful oxidizing agent, and it oxidizes iodide to iodine. It itself gets reduced to SO2 and H2O is also formed. So, iodide gets oxidized to iodine, and this is responsible for violet vapors. So, the correct answer is B, I minus. Question number 9. When a mixture of solid NaCl, solid dichromate is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, orange red vapors are obtained. These are of the compound A chromous chloride, B chromyl chloride, C chromic chloride, and D chromic sulfate. And the correct answer is B chromyl chloride. Look at the reaction. K2Cr2O7 plus NaCl plus sulfuric acid, and the product formed is CrO2Cl2. This is chromyl chloride. You also get K2SO4. Of course, water is formed. This is chromyl chloride. It is an acid chloride of chromic acid. Answer is B option. When bismuth chloride is poured into a large volume of water, the white precipitate produced is A BiOH taken thrice, B Bi2O3, C BiOCl, and D Bi2OCl3. The correct answer is BiOCl, C option. What happens is partial hydrolysis of BiCl3 takes place, and you get a basic salt BiOCl, bismuth oil chloride. bismuth chloride. It's a basic salt. So the correct answer is C option, BiOCl. Question number 11. Nitrate is confirmed by ring test. You call it brown ring test. Okay. The brown color of the ring is due to formation of A. ferrous nitride, B. nitroso-ferrous sulphate, C. ferrous nitrate, D. FeSO4.NO2. The correct answer is B. nitroso-ferrous sulphate. The substance which is formed in the brown ring is FeSO4.NO. This is called nitroso-ferrous sulphate. This is responsible for brown ring. This is formed at the junction of the two layers in the test tube. Upper layer is aqueous layer and the lower layer is concentrated sulfuric acid. So the correct answer is B option. Question number 12. Ferric hydroxide can be separated from aluminum hydroxide by addition of A. dilute HCl, B. NaCl, C. NaOH, and D. Mixture of ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. The correct answer is NaOH, and the reason is aluminum hydroxide is amphoteric and ferric hydroxide is predominantly basic. The reaction which takes place is AlOH taken thrice plus NaOH, you get a soluble complex, Na plus AlOH taken 4 times minus. This is a soluble substance. Aluminum hydroxide is amphoteric. A similar reaction is not possible for ferric hydroxide. So the correct answer is C, NaOH solution. Question number 13. If sodium hydroxide is added to an aqueous solution of zinc ions, a white precipitate appears, and on adding excess of sodium hydroxide, the precipitate dissolves. In this solution, zinc exists in the A. cationic part, B. anionic part, C. both in cationic and anionic part, and D. there is no zinc ion in the solution. Let us look at the equation involved. Zn2 plus, and we are adding sodium hydroxide. Initially, we get a precipitate of zinc hydroxide, ZnOH taken twice. Then ZnOH taken twice will further react with NaOH, and you get Na2 ZnO2. This consists of 2 Na plus and ZnO2 2 minus. This is zincate. So zinc is present in the anionic part. So the correct answer is therefore B option. Zinc is present in the anionic part of the substance. Question number 14. Mark the compound which is soluble in hot water. A. lead chloride, B. mercurous chloride, C. strontium chloride, strontium sulphate, and D. silver chloride. And the correct answer is A. PbCl2, lead chloride. PbCl2 is soluble in hot water. Soluble in hot water. It is sparingly soluble in cold water, but reasonably soluble in hot water. So the answer is A. PbCl2, lead chloride. Question number 15. The ion that cannot be precipitated by H2S and HCl is A. Pb2 plus, B. Cu2 plus, C. Ag plus, and D. Ni2 plus. The correct answer is Ni2 plus because nickel belongs to group 4 and it requires high concentration of sulphide to form NiS precipitate. So the correct answer is D option. In the mixture of H2S and HCl, HCl offers common ion effect and maintains low concentration of sulphide, and therefore Ni cannot be precipitated as NiS. Question number 16. In fifth group, ammonium carbonate is added to precipitate out the carbonates. We do not add sodium carbonate along with ammonium chloride because A. calcium carbonate is soluble in sodium carbonate. B, sodium carbonate increases the solubility of group 5 carbonates. C, magnesium carbonate will be precipitated out in fifth group. D, none of these. And the correct answer is C, magnesium carbonate will be precipitated out in fifth group. See, to avoid the precipitation of magnesium carbonate, we add ammonium carbonate, so that there is a common ion effect due to ammonium chloride and carbonate concentration can be maintained low. So, the correct answer is C option. Question number 17. Copper sulphate decolorizes on addition of excess KCN. The product is A, CuCN4 2 minus, B, Cu2 plus gets reduced to form CuCN4 3 minus, C, CuCN taken twice, D, CuCN. Let us look at the equation. Copper sulphate is a colored substance, you know, it is a blue colored substance. When it reacts with KCN, initially you get a white precipitate of CuCN taken twice. CuCN taken twice decomposes to give CuCN plus cyanogen. Then CuCN will further react with KCN and you get K3 CuCN taken 4 times. In this complex, oxidation state of copper is +1. Here it is +2 and here it becomes +1. So, it undergoes reduction. So, the correct answer therefore is B option. Question number 18. Which of the following cations is detected by flame test? A, beryllium, B, potassium, C, magnesium and D, aluminium. You know, beryllium, magnesium and aluminium do not give flame color. So, the correct answer is B, potassium, which gives lilac color. K gives lilac color in the flame test. So, potassium can be detected using flame test. Answer is B option. Question number 19. Which one of the following pairs of ions cannot be separated by H2S in dilute HCl? Cannot be separated. Look at the options. A, Bi3 plus SN4 plus, B, Al3 plus Hg2 plus, C, Zn2 plus Cu2 plus and D, Ni2 plus Cu2 plus. The correct answer is A, Bi3 plus SN4 plus, because both bismuth 3 plus and SN4 plus, both of them belong to group 2 and both will get precipitated as their sulphides. So, they cannot be separated, both belong to the same group. Answer is A. Question number 20. Which of the following will not give positive chromyl chloride test? A, copper chloride CuCl2, B, mercury chloride HgCl2, C, zinc chloride and D, an anilinium chloride. See, chromyl chloride is not given, chromyl chloride test is not given by those chlorides which maintain very low concentration of chloride in solution. So, the answer is B, mercury chloride. The concentration of Cl minus is very low, therefore, it is predominantly covalent and therefore, it will not produce high concentration of chloride. Question number 21. When excess of SnCl2 is added to a solution of mercury chloride, a white precipitate turning grey is obtained. The grey color is due to the formation of A, Hg2Cl2, B, SnCl4, C, Sn and D, mercury. The answer is mercury. Let us look at the reaction. SnCl2 is a powerful reducing agent. It itself gets oxidized to SnCl4. White precipitate is due to mercurous chloride. Mercurous chloride then further gets reduced by SnCl2 and it will become SnCl4 and mercurous will get reduced to mercury. This is grey. So, the correct answer is D, mercury. Question number 22. Solution of chemical compound X reacts with AgNO3 to form a white precipitate. Y, which dissolves in ammonium hydroxide to give a complex Z. When Z is treated with dilute HNO3, Y reappears. The chemical compound X can be. See, white precipitate cannot be formed by iodide or bromide. So, option C and D are ruled out, and option B is also ruled out because it is not an ionic substance. So, the correct answer has to be NaCl. It is an ionic chloride Look at the reactions. AgNO3, when it reacts with NaCl, you get a white precipitate of AgCl. This we call it as Y. We are taking it as Y. Now, AgCl is then dissolved in ammonia solution. It forms a soluble complex AgNH3 taken twice plus Cl minus, and then this is treated with HNO3, the complex on treatment with HNO3. You get back AgCl plus ammonium nitrate. So, the correct answer is therefore A, NaCl. Question number 23. Which compound does not dissolve in hot dilute HNO3? A, HGS, B, PBS, C, CUS and D, CDS. The correct answer is HGS. HGS is soluble in aqua regia only. Aqua regia is a mixture of HNO3 and HCl. So, this is soluble in aqua regia, others are soluble in dilute HNO3. So, the correct answer is A, HGS. Question number 24. Which of the following compounds on reaction with sodium hydroxide and sodium peroxide give yellow color? See, sodium peroxide, alkaline sodium peroxide is a oxidizing agent, and the species which can get oxidized is, from the options you can see, chromium, zinc and aluminum. The species which can get oxidized is chromium. Chromium can get oxidized to chromate, which is yellow colored. So, the answer is A, CROH taken thrice. Look at the equation. CROH taken thrice plus Na2O2 in alkaline medium, it gives Na2CrO4. This is yellow colored substance. Therefore, correct answer is A, CROH taken thrice. Question number 25. Which metal salt gives a brown colored bead in the borax bead test? The answer is, the options are A, ferrous, B, nickel, C, cobalt and D, manganese. Manganese gives violet color, cobalt gives blue, ferrous gives light green and nickel gives brown. I will write down. Ferrous gives light green colored bead, nickel gives brown, cobalt gives blue and manganese gives violet. The answer is therefore B option, Ni2 plus. It gives a brown colored bead. Question number 26. Which of the following is soluble in yellow ammonium sulphide? Option A, copper sulphide, option B, cadmium sulphide, option C, stannous sulphide and option D is lead sulphide. The correct answer is C, stannous sulphide. You know, group 2 cations are classified into two types, 2A and 2B, and 2B cations are soluble in yellow ammonium sulphide. SN2 plus belongs to 2B, whereas copper, cadmium and PB belong to group 2A. So, the answer is C, SNS, stannous sulphide. Question number 27. Which one of the following ionic species will impart color to an aqueous solution? Options Ti4 plus, B, Cu plus, Zn2 plus and D, Cr3 plus. Ti4 plus is a D0 system, Cu plus is a D10 system, Zn2 plus is a D10 system, Cr3 plus is a D3 system. Therefore, Cr3 plus must be colored. Partially filled D subshell, species having partially filled D subshell only are colored, whereas D0 and D10 species are colorless. So, the correct answer therefore is D, Cr3 plus. It imparts green color to the solution. Question number 28. Which of the following leaves no residue on heating? A, PbNO3 taken twice, B, NH4, NO3, C copper nitrate, D sodium nitrate. The correct answer is B ammonium nitrate. Let's look at the equations. PbNO3 taken twice. When it is heated, you get PbO, NO2 and O2. This is the residue which is left out. Ammonium nitrate, on the other hand, ammonium nitrate when heated, it gives N2O gas. Water also escapes out because the temperature is high. So no residue is left out. Copper nitrate on heating, it gives copper oxide, NO2 and O2. While NO2 and O2 escape out, copper oxide is left out as a residue. Sodium nitrate, when heated, it will give a residue of NO2 plus O2 escapes out. This is left out. So the correct answer is therefore B, it leaves no residue. 28B. Question number 29. Which of the following sulphate is insoluble in water? A copper sulphate, D cadmium sulphate, C PbSO4, D Bi2SO4 taken thrice. The answer is C PbSO4. There are three metal sulphates which are insoluble in water. They are strontium sulphate, barium sulphate and PbSO4 lead sulphate. These are the only three sulphates which are insoluble in water. Insoluble sulphates. Therefore, the correct answer is C PbSO4. Question number 30. Which of the following gives blood red color with KCNS? Options A cupric, B ferric, C aluminium, D zinc. And the correct answer is ferric. Look at the equation. Fe3 plus SCN minus and get FeSCN taken thrice. This has a blood red color. Answer is B option ferric. Question number 31. In the borax bead test of cobalt, the blue color of the bead is due to formation of A B2O3, B CO3B2, C COBO2 taken twice, D COO, and the answer is C cobalt metaborate, COBO2 taken twice. When you heat borax, you get a mixture of NaBO2 and acidic oxide B2O3. Cobalt salt on heating gives cobalt oxide which will react with B2O3 and you get cobalt metaborate. This has blue color. The answer is therefore C option, cobalt metaborate. Question number 32. Magnesium sulphate on reaction with ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydrogen phosphate forms a white crystalline precipitate. What is its formula? A MgNH4PO4, B Mg3PO4 taken twice, C MgCl2.MgSO4 and D MgSO4. The correct answer is magnesium ammonium phosphate. Mg2 plus Na2HPO4 in presence of ammonium hydroxide, it gives magnesium ammonium phosphate. The answer is therefore A option. That's all about multiple choice questions on qualitative analysis. Thank you.